Hey everyone, today I'm working on a vector image. I'm going to show you how to use the pencil tool, pen tool. We're going to just do a quick outline. Your first outline can be pretty rough. You'll go back and adjust it. And as you work with images like this and the pen tool more often, you'll get a little more swift at using it. These smaller areas, you want to add a few more pinpoints. I'm going to leave that open for now so I can go back and adjust. If I hold the Control or the Alt key, it does a little bit different with the adjustments. With the Control key, you're moving the whole pinpoint in a straight line. So I'm just going to move that up to the corner a little bit. If I hold the Alt key, you'll see two lines appear like this. And you can twist them in any sort of way. But if you want to try to keep a straight line on one side and a curved line on the other, you're going to let go of the Alt key, and that closes them temporarily. Hold the Alt key and click on the side that you want to work with, and now you're only working on that side. Here I want this to curve slightly, and here, let's bring that. And let's bring that down just slightly. Now that I've made most of my outline, I'm going to close it here. And now you see the image has been separated. I'm going to go back and edit this slightly. I have the man outlined. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it. So let's select our... Now that I'm happy with the outline of my man, I'm going to fill him in with color. I've already selected a green. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save this as its own shape. So we're going to define a custom shape. And you can see here, it's the full outline. It'll be isolated by itself. You can use it for further projects. And I have previously named it, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel here. So now that my man is created as a custom shape, I'm going to go to my blank document and I'm going to add that shape. I like to work with my images fairly large. There we are. Let's use the Move tool. And you'll see that it's a simple shape at this point. Now the task is to add the wording. So if you go back and look at your wording, these letters here are their own font, and these letters have been just customized. So what I'm going to do is go to my blank page and create a text layer. I'm going to start with my G. I'm going to edit the size of it to make it a little larger. And I kept the original open just so that I could go back and look at how it was originally. Now what you could do is you could type the lettering over and place over the gray and then bring it back here. But I'm going to work from scratch. You continue to make this larger. Move it under his hand, as I believe it is. I'm going to add this here. Sorry. Let me see. And see, as I add more text, because I had already previously adjusted this font to 85 point, this one automatically came up as 85 point. So I'm going to leave that one that way, but it appears in the original that the S is slightly larger. So we're going to add that S. Select it. Just a little bit larger than the others. You need to leave room for the images to be worked with, as they're custom and the feet aren't technically touching the image. So what we're going to do with these letters is we're going to select them separately, convert to shape. See, I've done the C here. Now we're going to manipulate this with the pen tool again, just like we did outlining the man. And I just want to bring this out straight. I want to bring these up slightly, just try to get as straight line as possible. See if we can add an anchor point here. Make it a little easier to work with. Well, I'm just going to manipulate these until I get them flattened out. So I've adjusted the letters to be slightly larger. As I go back and look at the spacing of the original, I want to keep it as true to size as possible. And right now I'm isolating each letter as a shape. I'm just changing that bottom line here. So what I'm going to do to make that straight line here is I'm going to use the rectangle tool. And there we are. Now I'm going to go back to my text tool. Go back. Look at the letters. They're currently in a specific font. I'm going to go ahead and save my work here. I had it crash a moment ago. And I'll be right back. So the font used in the original was Century Gothic. We do have that font available, so we're going to click here and just type all of our letters. They were in all caps. I'm going to move them out. Let's select and adjust the size. Go back and double check. Looks good. And we're going to do the same thing here. And here. I'm going to check my alignment. And there we go. You can fine tune it, but ultimately you now have a vector image that can be resized.